Thank you for taking the time to learn more about HP Networking's vision and unique value. Whether you are the CIO of a Fortune 100 company or a city college, you face one key challenge. Before you walk in the door, 70% of your IT budget is spent on keeping the lights on. This leaves 30% or less of your budget for innovation. You have a lot of initiatives to address, and there is simply not enough money or people to do the work. You're just running a race, but not winning. There are three options for changing the situation. First, you can cut headcount or delay hiring staff. This is what we see happening in the United States with a jobless recovery. Unfortunately, however, you have probably already cut staff as deeply as possible while minimizing impact on critical services. The second option is to delay or cut projects. Since you have been investing your time aligning IT to the business, this option is doomed to fail. The third option is to change. One area ripe for change is networking. Unlike servers, storage, and operating systems, customers haven't had an enterprise-class choice for networking. Now, HP delivers an enterprise networking portfolio and global services capability. HP is changing the rules of networking and changing the IT economics, allowing you to spend less to keep the lights on and spend more on innovation. As an example, let's look inside your data center. What would we find? We would find a rack of servers, a rack of storage, and a rack of network gear. To understand why 70% of your budget is being spent on just keeping the lights on, let's look deeper at these three racks. The cost of keeping the lights on becomes easier to understand when we see the three separate CapEx, OpEx, and organizational structures in place today to support each of those racks. HP started by looking at its own data centers to better understand this customer challenge. Together with HP IT, we defined the converged infrastructure strategy. HP's converged infrastructure eliminates silos and integrates server, storage, and network technologies into shared pools of interoperable resources, all managed through a common platform and based on industry standards. An elephant in the room question might be, why would I want to buy converged infrastructure from HP? We are number one or number two in all categories. HP delivers 51% of all servers and more than 60% of blade servers worldwide. After acquiring 3-part technology, HP is delivering next-generation storage and architecture. HP is the only networking vendor aside from Cisco to have double-digit share in networking in more than a decade. HP drives a supply chain larger than the sum of its competitors, delivering industry-leading technology at a lower cost for customers. And others are trying to follow. IBM acquired Blade Networks, a limited networking portfolio. Cisco and EMC formed the VCE joint venture. But to be successful, the IP needs to be owned. HP owns all the IP for its converged infrastructure. By owning its networking IP, HP is committed to developing leading networking products and solutions. HP is changing the economics and the rules of networking to your advantage without disrupting your business. Industry evolutions follow a natural progression. Gartner's hype cycle defines the natural progression of technology adoption. Innovation characterizes the start, and standardization characterizes the maturity period where productivity is optimal. Earlier, we mentioned that you haven't had a choice for networking. A lack of competition has stalled networking's progression, and it has not reached the standardization that delivers optimal productivity. Smaller competitors have entered the networking market by latching onto new waves of innovation. They earned new customers, but were never able to fund a complete portfolio of products and services, causing them to stall and putter out. At one point, Gartner referred to the networking market as Cisco and the Seven Dwarfs, with the dwarfs never achieving leadership position. Enter HP. HP's networking portfolio of products, solutions, and services have already gained industry recognition, with Gartner positioning HP in the leader quadrant. It's interesting that in every industry, enterprises have used a Noah's Ark approach to equip data centers. 2 server vendors, 2 storage vendors, 2 operating system vendors, but only 1 networking vendor. That changed when HP broadened its organic network portfolio by acquiring 3Com. The portfolio, combined with HP's global services offerings, offer the market the first real alternative to Cisco. At Interop Las Vegas, HP introduced the FlexNetwork architecture, which is the industry's only unified network architecture that spans the data center, campus, and branch from application to user. The FlexNetwork architecture segments the network into modular building blocks. FlexFabric converges and secures data center networks with compute and storage. FlexCampus converges wired and wireless networks to deliver secure, identity-based access. FlexBranch converges network functionality, security, and services for simplicity. FlexManagement converges network management and orchestration. The FlexNetwork architecture delivers 5 key customer benefits. It's open and standards-based. Industry standard protocols at boundaries of building blocks enables clients to choose the right solutions to meet business needs. It has 3-dimensional scalability, functionality, connectivity, and capacity. Its security is integrated into each modular building block and is based on HP's industry-leading research, which has been ranked number 1 for vulnerability discovery by Frost & Sullivan for 2 years in a row. It's agile. Reduced network tiers and devices simplify network changes and rolling out new applications and services. It provides a consistent operating experience with single pane of glass management, ending swivel chair management. HP wraps the FlexNetwork architecture with educational programs, technical services, and financial services. The Expert One education program offers 14 networking career certifications and 10 fast-track programs for professionals with existing certifications. HP technical services include migration services to transition from proprietary protocols to industry-standard protocols, such as transitioning from EIGRP to OSPF, as well as services to migrate from complex multi-tier architectures to agile 2-tier architectures. Lifecycle services aligned to the planning, design, implementation, and operation phases are also available. HP has been one of the top 3 services partners for Cisco and other networking vendors and has years of experience servicing and managing multi-vendor networks. HP's experience will allow you to rest easy in executing a dual-vendor strategy and making the transition. Extensive financial services to mitigate upfront capital acquisition costs are also offered by HP. Taken together, all of these capabilities comprise HP's leading portfolio of networking products, solutions, and services. In November 2010, Gartner published research debunking the myth of the single-vendor network. Their research showed that every customer who added a second network vendor decreased network complexity and lowered total cost of ownership by 15 to 25% over 5 years when compared to an all-Cisco network. Gartner's research noted that network operations teams using multi-vendor management tools are well-positioned to adopt second vendors and achieve cost savings. IDC's research demonstrated even greater savings of up to 66% with HP's leading networking solutions. According to Gartner, introducing a second network vendor saves money and solidifies operations. HP would like to be that vendor. HP is the only IT supplier that delivers converged infrastructure with a unified networking architecture, the FlexNetwork architecture. As the only IT vendor to own all the intellectual property to deliver a converged infrastructure, HP offers customers increased functionality, reduced time to service, and lower total cost of ownership. DreamWorks spoke at HP's 2011 Industry Analyst Summit and said they are able to deliver higher quality animated films in less time and at a lower cost, and they do this on HP's converged infrastructure with a FlexNetwork architecture. HP wants to collaborate with you on implementing a converged infrastructure with a FlexNetwork architecture to shift the balance of spend so you can win the race, or better yet, change the rules.